Hello, I'm Zeno and today I'm going to be preparing the traditional Goan Prawn curry. This curry forms part of the staple Goan diet, which is usually served along with some boiled rice and a side vegetable dish along with some pickle. To prepare this curry, the ingredients we have over here set out is we have a teaspoon of coriander seeds, about half a teaspoon of jeera seeds, cumin. We have about 1 teaspoon of turmeric, some 4 to 5 red Kashmiri chilies. We have a quarter piece of grated coconut, a green chili which will go in the curry. It won't be ground, but it just adds a little bit of the spiciness to the curry too. We have a few peppercorns, some chopped ginger and garlic, and to add the tangy sourness to this curry, we have kokum and some lemon. For this curry, we will also need to be having some onions and tomato. And to garnish this curry in the end, to add that smooth texture to it, we will have some coconut milk too. We have about 10 medium-sized peeled and deveined prawns, and these ingredients will make a curry for about 2 portions. To start with this, we will start with marinating these prawns, for which we need to add a little bit of salt to it, and a little bit of turmeric, and a dash of the lemon juice. We'll need the rest of the lemon later on. We'll start with the onions and tomatoes. For that, we need to chop about half a tomato and half an onion. Okay. Turn on the hob. For this curry, we're going to be using some cold pressed virgin coconut oil. You could also use vegetable oil if that suits, or olive oil. This just adds to the flavor of the coconut based curry that we're making, and it enhances it. We've added about a little over a tablespoon or a tablespoon and a half of this oil, and we wait for this oil to heat up. We'll start with ginger and garlic, onions. Now that we've got the onions and the ginger garlic a little brown, we'll add the tomato to it. Now what I've found after preparing this dish, and this is like a little bit secret, these onions and tomatoes is what actually gives your curry that oomph. If you would read up this curry in a traditional recipe, it gets meant to be made just with the coconut. Some will mention to add a little bit of onions to it, but usually there is no mention of tomatoes. Or if there is, then the ground coconut paste is added to the onions and tomatoes. But what I found is that when you add the onions and tomatoes and you blend that with the coconut and the rest of the spices, it brings out those succulent flavors of the sauteed onions and tomatoes too. And once we're finished with this, we will just let it cool down before we add it into the blender and make a paste. Now that the onions and tomatoes have been sauteed and cooled, we will start with grinding the masala. We leave a little bit of turmeric powder and salt to add to the gravy as required. Onions and tomatoes. And we'll grind all of this with about a quarter cup of this room temperature water. And get this to a nice fine paste. Have a look at this lovely color that's come from the Kashmiri red chilies that have been used. So to begin with, we'll add our curry into the pan, turn the hob on. Okay. We're going to add just enough water, probably about half a cup of water has been now added to this to bring this curry into a nice consistency. As you can see, and I think we're just about there, maybe a little bit more should make it perfect. We've added about half a cup of water into this just to get into a nice consistency. At this time, we will add the kokum And as this comes to a boil, this is the time it's ready for the prawns. And as is quite well known, prawns don't need a lot of time to cook. So this about 2 minutes on the simmer. Then we will finish it off with the coconut milk. Coconut milk does add that, as I said earlier, that smooth texture to it. It gives it that creamy flavor. And what I like so much about this curry is you can see the nice, smooth, sauce-like consistency that has come. And you'll only get this if you make sure that you grind this masala in your blender very well. It's been about 2 minutes since we added the prawns into it, and I can see that they look very well cooked. This is the time when I will add the chili, just for good measure, just a little bit. So we've added the kokum, that has given it a bit of sourness, and but I feel like a little bit more, a dash of lemon, and we can finish this curry with adding the coconut milk. There we go, you turn the hob off and the prawn curry is ready. With the final dish, the Goan prawn curry served with some nice steamed boiled rice and with the pickle. You can see here we have the prawns, nicely cooked, however, lightly cooked, and lovely. So tasty. Every time I have this curry, it's so reminiscent of my early childhood years, where traditionally in Goa, you would, in a house, when we would go for summer vacations, they would cook this curry in a mud pot and very slowly on firewood, and you would have these kitchens full of the smoke and this aroma of this nice curry wafting, the aromas of this curry wafting in the air. You couldn't just wait for lunch. So it always brings back this memory. That's it. I hope you are able to cook such wonderful food too, because food should feel and taste as good as it looks.